Okay, boys and girls, what we're going to learn about today is ecosystems. So you've already turned to the correct page in your science textbooks, which is chapter 4, section 2. Now what I'm going to need you to do is to be able to identify the characteristics of each ecosystem in this section. So you are going to read page 231 through 238, and then when you're finished, you're going to answer the questions on page 239. That'd be questions 1 through 10. Do you understand what we're doing, boys and girls?
Yes.
Okay, you may begin reading. Now turn it off. Oh, let's check your work. Oh, very good. Look at number 1. Yes, that's an excellent answer. Oh, number 2 is 3, 4. They're all right. Avon, you just did an excellent job. I really can tell that you read that entire section. That is awesome. Good job. Gunnar, how's it going? Oh, yeah, let's look at our number 1. Okay, you wrote something about a dog and a cat. Now, did you read about a dog and a cat in the chapter? No? Okay, well, these questions you're going to be answering based off of what you read. So if we look at number 2 was found on page 231. Maybe if you go back and read that section again, you'll better be able to answer that question. Okay, so I just want you to go back, reread this section, and then see if you can answer that question better. Okay, Gunnar, I see you changed your answer to number 2. Unfortunately, it's still wrong. Did you go back and read the selection I told you to? Are you sure? Mm-hmm. On page 231, right where I said reread it, you read that? Mm-hmm. Then why is this your answer? If you read it, you should know the answer. I guess you'll have to stay in at recess to get it done. I got our question.
Stop!
You were supposed to be reading.
Stop!
You need to read. Now got our question.
Stop!
Remember, we are nice to our friends. We need to be reading our selection. No, we don't bother others. Now pay attention and read your selection. Gunnar, please don't make me call your mother once again this week. Yo, Gunnar. Gunnar, I need you to sit down, dog. I need you to be reading. You gotta be leaving your classmates alone. She be trying to get her work done, and you be distracting her. I need you to read the reading selection. In 2011, an Oklahoma law was passed retaining all third grade students who were not reading at grade level. Traditional remediation was not working for Gunnar. For years, he repeated the third grade with no signs of improvement. As each year passed, his behavior grew worse and worse. That is, until Dr. Cohortious intervened.
Welcome, class. It's good to see you this morning. We're going to be reading some out of your textbooks today, and I know that sometimes it's very difficult to read from textbooks and understand what it is trying to tell you. So I'm going to give you some ideas today that may be helpful to you in understanding the text that we're going to be reading. Very good. Oh, Susan, look at your work you did. As usual, very wonderful. Excellent job. Let's see your paper, Gunnar. Oh, Gunnar, you must have been using those ideas I gave you. This is wonderful work. Wonderful. So very proud of you and your effort. Well, let's see. My greatest success story as a teacher. Well, several years ago, I had a wonderful principal named Mrs. McKee. We had professional development, and she told us about all these wonderful strategies to help your reading students. And I started using those strategies in my classes. One year, I had this student, Gunnar, come through my third grade classroom. Because of the new laws, he had been retained in the third grade for 25 years. He could not read at reading level. He just got older and older, passed from classroom to classroom, no help for him at all. And then when he got to my classroom, I taught him these strategies that were able to improve him, and he was able to read at grade level and graduated the third grade.
Gunnar, questions.
Congratulations, boy. Congratulations.
All finally passed the 3rd grade. It only took me 25 years, but thanks to Dr. Cohortious' strategies of writing things down to help me remember what I learned, I'm very appreciative of all he taught me.